Howdy, and welcome back to Transformers the Game. As you recall in the last episode, I think I showed you some enhanced Decepticons, I think? I don't know, it was a long time ago. But anyway, I have a mod update for a previous mod, that being the Allspark Powered Pack. Now, I'm not going to go through all the changes here. I'm just going to mention the more major ones, the things that seem to be really worth mentioning. And yeah, there's not too many of them, which include 2 whole new skins. So we're just going to get straight to this. By starting off here, yes, there are new icons, and these level icons actually have the correct aspect ratio because my previous one was wrong and it looked super stretched. Those have been fixed, so yeah, we're actually going right here. So yeah, let's do it. Starting off with evac. Now, I remember I got quite a few comments, or at least saw some comments somewhere about how evac's legs needed more white. When I originally skinned this guy, I was going for a realistic approach because evac didn't have a whole lot of white, just in the points like on his shoulders and whatnot. But after looking back at it, you guys were right. Okay, weird. But yeah, you guys were right. He did need more white on his legs. So I have added some more to him. Let me see if I can get him in a good enough position to showcase that. I don't need a beacon. Okay, this should do, yeah. Alright, with his hips, I added like one white piece right there. His hips were very sensitive. It was really hard to get a good deco that just looked right, and this was the best one I could find. So he's got a piece right there. His entire leg section there, well, for the most part, is white because, well, yeah, he needed more white. You guys were right on that assessment. So I have added more white, and this should complete him a bit more than he looked before. I think that's mostly all I changed, but I did take care. I did transfer my any enhancements I made in the previous pack have been carried over to here. So if it's anything specific like that, it's been carried over to this. I'm not going to go into all that. So if you want to know what those were, go back and look at the enhancement video because that stuff has been carried over here. Now, yes. That's about it for robot mode. Just wanted to throw in more white. You guys are right, he did need it. However, now with some new methods, I can actually show you his helicopter form a little better. And that is evac in helicopter mode. You can actually see it this time. Looks nice, doesn't it? Yeah. I did patch his windows on this. You know, very minor touch, but I missed those before. He's got that now. You can spin him around. You can get a nice look at him. Ooh, look inside him. Does he even have a gap at the bottom of that? Whatever. Anyway, yeah. Join MIG. Great ability. But yeah. Yeah. That's about it for evac. Let's just cruise straight on to the next character. Up next, OffRoad Ironhide. This was a pretty simple update. Aside from the obvious enhancements, because you can see he's got his fainted metal. The blue metal is gone, and he's got that fainter red color, like the enhanced. So, enhanced version, basically. But 2 new things I did add were the yellow on his crotch right there. Look straight at it. Don't shut your eyes. Look at it. Yeah, I added that. I wasn't planning on adding this, but I figured, you know what the heck, I'll try it, and I liked it, so I kept it. Same thing for the leg section. imitating the toy a little more by adding these two features. Yeah, I know that's probably a bit of a minor update, but I think it was worth showing all the same. Nothing to really showcase with truck form, so we're just gonna hop straight on to the next character. Woo! Up next, Overcast. Okay, I'm just gonna get straight to the point. He's got his yellow optic now, as well as his yellow spark chamber. Now, when I first did this skin, I was under the impression that the head and spark chamber textures were shared between all the other drones, and that is actually not true. I don't know if any of them really shared. The pickup truck and the default might be, but the MIG, this guy, has a separate texture, which fortunately allows me to make this change. So Overcast now has his yellow optic and his spark chamber. And that is it. Yeah. Again, I just thought that was a neat thing to do. Yeah. Okay, well that's all the really major stuff per se. There are other changes, but these are the only things that I feel like are really need a direct mention. There are other things, you can see what those are on the README. I won't go into those here, but I will next show you the two brand new skins that I have made for this pack. So, let's bring them on. Up next, brand new G1 Nightwatch Optimus Prime. Yes. Now, the reason I did this change is because due to the update of the Optimus Prime textures that affects his arm, I pretty much have to make a change to the RoboVision Optimus, which is basically a G1 colors now with Optimus Prime, and then I figured, I'll do this too. And this is cool. This was a very cool concept to try. It really was. Alright, let's get into a good position. Alright. Well, I tried to follow, I think I took some inspiration from the, I might butcher the name again, but Evangeline Prime. It's the purple, the green, and the yellow, which I will do a skin of at some point, but until we get to that, I based it off of this, because basically how I interpreted that is I basically imagined the Nightwatch Prime with his nose basically just flattened out, and lo and behold, you get this. Okay. With the head, it's pretty much all blue, where it needs to be, you know, all blue, silver crest, what you'd expect. He does have the blue lights to, you know, imitate what the Peterbilt has. Red bot symbols on the shoulders. The triangle and the dashes are white, same colors as the original Nightwatch Prime's flames. He's got his arm stripe with black below that, as you will see in vehicle mode. Crotch blue. The parts where the yellow would be are white, because that's basically the alternative color I picked out for this guy. It was the best color choice that matched him, so that's what we went with. His core section with the lowest stripe is black, because what else? Again, you'll see that in vehicle mode here shortly. The stripe goes all the way around. Okay, here's a cool thing. His legs have a bit of the black gradient on them. Since the back of the Peterbilt had that gradient, I figured I needed to throw it in here, and did that. I did. What? Anyway, yeah. All the way around, just as you can see. I just figured that was something he needed to have. And I love this skin. It's really cool. It's a very cool concept. Alright, well, with robot mode out of the way, let's check out truck form, G1 Nightwatch Prime, transform. Yes, I'm playing as Jazz, camera angles and all that. I love this truck. If only I could see it well enough. Okay. Yeah, the wheels are bugged, but don't worry about that. It's got the gradient on the back. Bot symbol, blue, but it's got the black rolling beneath it. Kind of like Evangeline, unless I'm butchering the name again, and I apologize if that's the case. Yeah, he's got the black line below that. I kind of got that inspiration from the original Nightwatch Prime. It just made sense to do that. And I love it. It is beautiful. It is a gorgeous truck. Really cool to see like a masterpiece figure like this. But yeah, pretty simple reskin. I don't think there's much more to it than that. No, that's about it. Well, okie dokie. Again, this was the G1 version. I want to switch over to the slightly less exciting RoboVision version. So, huzzah! And here is RoboVision Nightwatch Optimus Prime, or G1 Colors Nightwatch Optimus Prime, if you prefer. Okay. I don't think it's quite as exciting as the other Prime I showed you, but we'll make do. Okay, well, as is the other Primes, his head, antennas are all blue. He's got the head crest, silver face plates, just as well. What you see right there, blue, white stripe, black below that. Hips black. Autobot symbol on shoulder pad, which I think I almost forgot. Arm stripe, blue hands. I have done a version that, wait, shouldn't he have his, oh yeah, his new, dashes are on that side of his, arm, as opposed to being on the thing with the stripe, because I just felt that that's where it should be, I think. Anywho, ah yes, that piece, don't turn, that piece right there, that is what I'm talking about. That change is what made me decide to include G1 Colors Nightwatch Optimus Prime, because that texture is shared between both RoboVision and the standard Prime, and if I change one, it'll apply to the other. And I really didn't want to see a standard RoboVision Optimus with that blue thing there. It just wouldn't have worked. So that's what led to this change. Anywho, he's got his gradient again on his legs, but no flames to be found because flames are overrated, according to Murder Prime, who's probably still hibernating. I went back to hibernating because, you know, because he's got issues and we don't talk about it. Anywho, that about it for Robot Mode. Again, really quick stuff. Not the most exciting skin, but, you know, it's done. I might as well show it off. Okay, let's show off vehicle form. Transform. Yeah, same deal again. Gradient, a little bit of a black gradient on the back. Bot symbols right there. Yeah, the Nightwatch stripe. Except I think it goes a little further than the last one. Do you see the front? No, you can only even see the side of it. You can't see the front. Pretty blue bot symbol. You get the gist, right? Yeah? Okay. I really don't need to mention much, do I? It's neat. Not as cool as the G1 version, but it's still neat. Okay, yeah, there you go. Alright, that's some of the more significant changes for the Allspark pack. Link is in the description. Download the updated version. There's a lot more changes than this, but these are just the ones that I want to get into. I really didn't want to waste time going through everything I did. The enhancements are here. A few new things, which you'll see. in the README if you want to check that out. But yeah, this should be hopefully my last update for the Allspark Powered Pack. Hopefully. And there might be like maybe a couple patches if I missed anything, which I probably did. You know, I tried to be as thorough as I could be. But, you know, what can you do? Alright, that's it for this short little episode. Hopefully to get some new content for Transformers the game out, but I will be updating Revenge of the Fallen, or at least going through it again to, you know, carry over enhancements, that sort of thing. So you can expect a second version of that. But I'll try to get it out some new content for that game. Just not exactly sure what it's going to be. Alright, yeah. That's all I got for now. I'll see you in the next episode where we do something. I don't know what it's going to be, so don't ask me. Till then, later.